Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. They'll roll him out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Vick readies to throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Vick now from the 50. And the Raiders have got him. Nigel Bradham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, Vick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Avery Williamson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now here's Vick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 66 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, They had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now they'll run it on the toss. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Throwing, Vic. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, Vic. He may try and run for this. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Vic operating on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors.
It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play, Vic Moss, and even 70 yards. Vick will look to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Michael Vick taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Vick now. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Ed Reed in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, Vick. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Jeremy Shockey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Vick to throw it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A sensational effort from Barry Sanders. 65 yards on the ground. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a negative-yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries. But he balanced it with over 15,000 yards gained when he ran the football.
I think the pros outweigh the cons. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Bannon in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 3rd down, that's Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Vick. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A first down throw coming for Vick. And he's got Shockey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A carry now for Bettis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, they'll run with Bettis. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and pound it with a big back Bettis. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Despite the late lead, Vick's going to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback. And
down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for L.A. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no... Drop home, game in the choke code. Line break night, this